we've been talking a lot about how Sony Studios is unique amongst most of the major studios in the sense that they are the only really studio that doesn't have their own primary streaming service, right? Paramount has Paramount Plus, Universal has Peacock, Warner Brothers has HBO Max, now just called Max. Disney obviously has Disney Plus, and so on and so forth. Well, Sony let us know at CinemaCon, we talked about this before, that they're kind of positioning themselves to be like the arms dealer in this big arms race. They're just going to create content that all these other streaming services have to bid top dollar for to get on their streaming services, right?
Well, with things like Morbius, they're lining up.
Yeah, it's gold, baby. It's absolute gold. Make that Morbius money. So apparently Amazon kind of likes that model and they're going to sort of follow it. Here's what's happening. Like right now, Amazon has their Amazon Prime Video. I don't even know what they call it. I don't know what the actual official name of the video service is. If it's just Amazon Video, Amazon Prime, whatever.
Prime Video, I think.
But they have several fantastic original IP shows that they play, just like the other studios do, right? They got like Emmy award-winning shows like The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which is fantastic. The Boys, which is incredible. Some great original films and all that kind of stuff. Well, Amazon is positioning themselves right now, according to a new story in IndieWire, to kind of become a hybrid where they are going to create their own streaming content, but they're also going to license that content out to other services to play for money. This comes to us from IndieWire. They write the following. Amazon Studios will soon license its original shows and movies to third-party platforms. The newly formed Amazon MGM Studios Distribution, announced on Monday, will license out Amazon originals and continue to license MGM content worldwide, making Amazon Prime Video the first major streamer to enter syndication in such a big way. Will Netflix follow suit? Probably. So basically, here's what we're talking about. 48 hours ago, it would have been inconceivable, I say, that you could turn on Netflix and watch The Boys. Well, The Boys is an Amazon exclusive. I mean, we ourselves, I used to say, like last year and whatever, that in the world of the streaming wars, exclusive IP will be king, because that's what differentiates your streaming service from somebody else's streaming service, is what IP is exclusive to yours. You want to watch Mandalorian? Okay, great. The only place you can watch it is Disney Plus. You want to watch Watchmen? Well, the only place you can watch Watchmen is on HBO Max, and so on and so forth, right? Well, as the model for the streaming services is starting to get deconstructed, because remember, in the beginning, there was light and there was like the streaming services were emerging out of the primordial ooze and taking shape. And everybody thought, streaming services, that's it. It's all streaming services, completely divorced from the old television model, no commercials, one tier, exclusive content only, right? But what have we seen happening over the past number of months and in this past year? That model of streaming has been slowly falling apart. It started with different tiers. Then they started introducing commercials. Now, granted, certain tiers don't have commercials, but now most of the streaming services have some form where they have commercials, just like they did before on the old television thing. And now they're talking about being able to syndicate all the stuff that they have and have it out there. Now, this could be key because this is just some of the content here on my screen that Amazon is going to be looking to, that other streaming services can come and pick up. The Boys, the new Ben Affleck movie Air, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Goliath, Hunters, Borat 2, Coming to America, the Rocky movies, the Bond movies, the Creed movies, one of the most award-laden shows lately the last number of years, The Handmaid's Tale, Vikings, which I love, Fargo, Without Remorse. I mean, this is a lot of type of content that a lot of other studios are going to line up. Now, here's the interesting thing too. Amazon Studios is going to be now unique amongst the major streamers that they're going to take their original content, which will stay on Amazon, but also play other places if they want to license it. But Amazon is also the only one of the major streaming services that you can't just get the streaming service. Like if you want to get HBO Max, you can go get HBO Max. If you want to get Disney Plus, you don't have to first buy a membership to Disneyland in order to get Disney Plus. You can just get Disney Plus. But with Amazon Video, you can't just get Amazon Video. You have to get the full-fledged Amazon Prime service with free delivery and all that kind of nonsense. So Amazon is actually really setting up a lot of things that are making them completely unique. And you know what? The IndieWire article is asking the question, Netflix, which has been exploring a lot of different ways to try to generate revenue, they probably won't be far behind. Now, like the way I think this is going to work out, when The Boys season 4 comes out, right? I don't think it'll be on Amazon Plus and on Peacock and on NBC. I think The Boys season 4 will come out, be exclusively on Amazon Video for a little while, and then after it's been out for a while, then probably CBS can option or something.
Or another streaming service will have the seasons before the new one, just so people watch it, and then they'll be like, "Oh, we need to watch season 4.
Yep.
Let's get But who would buy stuff that's on Prime? It's like, who would buy stuff that's on Netflix? I think Netflix is different only because they have a lot more original stuff. That's a lot of stuff to sell around. You know what I mean? I don't see how this would work for Netflix, but I can see how it works for Amazon because I have Prime. I've never opened my Prime Video app. Even when you guys say The Boys is really good, there's nothing that pushes me to open it and actually watch it. So maybe it will help.
Not the Creed
Amazon.
movies?
Oh, well, I watched that one in theater. I don't need to watch those. I think it's more for series, I think. The series that are current and new, like I still don't find myself opening Prime Video to watch anything. Even Invincible, when you were hot on Invincible, I was like, I'll check it out, but I never just got around to doing it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a lazy.
But the important thing is a lot of other people do. Like a lot of people watch The Boys and a lot of people watch Invincible. And in a growing playing field where all these broadcasters, and I'll include streamers and traditional television, all that kind of stuff under one umbrella. Broadcasters are starving for content. And yeah, I think if there's some network and says, hey, we can have Invincible on our channel, we can have whatever.
Does this include Rings of Power? It doesn't, right? Because that's a different
They wouldn't let that go.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd do that one, but I think most of their stuff they will. So
maybe when the Spider-Man stuff starts coming out, I'll start opening it. Like that Silk show that they're working on and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have my eye on.
The point is, though, is that, again, with all these networks and all these places that are just screaming to have content, that's why Sony is having a lot of success. And maybe this model can work for Amazon. Anyway, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about this move by Amazon? I mean, they're already pretty unique in the sense that they're the only service you can't just get their service. You have to buy a package of stuff. But now they're talking about taking some of their shows, some of the best shows that are out there and their movie properties, and licensing them out so you can get them in different places as well. Do you think this is a good move for them? Do you think other networks will line up to get the content? Do you maybe think other networks won't be interested? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, MasterClass. With MasterClass, you can learn from the world's best minds anytime, anywhere, and at your own pace. You can learn filmmaking from James Cameron himself, you know, the guy who made 3 of the 4 biggest films of all time. Improve your writing by taking screenwriting from one of the greatest who's ever done it, Aaron Sorkin. Or maybe learn how to make great comedic content by taking comedy by the one and the only Judd Apatow. And many of you guys know I'm a big poker guy, and I recently got a chance to sit down and watch Daniel Negreanu, one of the greatest poker players in the world, teach poker. It was absolutely fantastic. But guys, whatever you're interested in, there is a class for you with over 180 exclusive classes taught by the instructors you know and love. And you can explore lessons in any order you'd like across your phone, tablet, Apple TV, computer, and on the go with audio mode. Individual lessons range from about 10 to 15 minutes in length that fit easily into your everyday life. Guys, I highly recommend you check it out. Get unlimited access to every class, and as a John Campea Show listener, you get 15% off an annual membership. Go to masterclass.com/Campea now. That's masterclass.com/Campea for 15% off Masterclass.